This is called Monday the 26th of October 2022. So, today's the 16-year anniversary of The Road being released, the book. The movie came out in December 2009, I think. And we were doing stuff on the road today. So, me and a friend have to do a presentation on Cormac McCarthy. I did a bit, but most of the class was just me watching interviews to see if I could pick up anything, but it was either irrelevant or stuff I already knew. Say halfway through the class, teacher gets a call. She leaves. She comes back crying. And at the end of the lesson, she pulled me out of class because we were supposed to have meeting period 3. And she said, she told me why she was crying. I'm not going to say why, because as far as I know, I'm the only student who knows. And it's none of my business. So, I shouldn't be telling anyone, so I'm not going to. But she said because of this, she's going to leave. So I'll meet her period 3 on Wednesday. Problem is, and this is going to be really selfish. I do get how much of a prick I am being, but I'm just going to say it. This complicates things because last week we had a sort of mini meeting about UCAS because that's what the meeting today was supposed to be about. But she made it political. And it turned into a shouting match. Like, we were shouting at each other. Like an old married couple. So we can't be having this meeting on Wednesday. It's too soon. Like, I don't want to make her, as much as I hate her, I do not want to make her cry. I do not want to do anything bad to her in this time where she's going through something bad. So, at break, I went to look for the mentor. I couldn't find her. But after break, I found my old classroom assistant. I filled her in. She didn't know what happened to the teacher, and I said that I'm not going to tell her because, as I just said, not my story to tell. I shouldn't say it like that. That sounds bad. But it's not my business. So, and I explained to her, I don't want to cause her any more grief by shouting at her on Wednesday. And she said, well, how about I come along to the meeting on Wednesday, and hopefully just her being there will prevent me from saying stuff. Actually, you know what? Before that, my keyboard is falling apart very quickly. Like, this time last week, I had all my keys intact. But on Wednesday, my full stop key came out. A day or two later, my shift and control key came out. And today, my left key came out. And I'm afraid that it's just going to all come out and I'm going to get blamed for it just by the fact that I'm not doing anything to cause it to come out. I'm not intentionally pulling it out. I'm not tossing my iPad around or anything like that. I'm taking care of it and it's just completely going to hell. So I'm scared that... Because I don't think anyone else had that many keys out. And especially not in that short a period of time. But let's have the hope. Anyway. In media, we're talking about newspapers. which is crap because I remember newspapers being the thing I hated the most in media last year. I mean, I hated it more than the music videos, which is saying a lot. But today he said there's only one left-wing newspaper in the UK, the Daily Mirror. So, Daily Mail, The Times, The Sun, Daily Star, etc. They're all right-wing. And he gives us an example of The Sun being a right-wing newspaper by showing the newspaper that they released the day after Trump's election, where like not even his inauguration, his election, November 8th, I think, 2016, and it was them basically just saying Trump is bad. That's not a right-wing standpoint, that's a left-wing standpoint. What the hell are you talking about? Whatever. On the bus. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. It's just stuff about how many genders are there, and everyone said to. Not worth mentioning. So, this is Twitter as of 10 past 6 p.m. Italian election, right-wing bloc anticipated the win. Good. I mean, I'm actually, I'm not surprised that they're going to win, despite the fact the EU's trying to stop them, because the EU is useless. US will take catastrophic action if Putin uses nuclear weapons. I don't think Putin is going to use nukes. Like, as I mentioned before, Chernobyl. And, using a nuke is not the same, obviously, but I don't think they would want that in their hands. And also, I think Putin's smart enough not to use nukes. Putin has granted Russian citizenship to former US security contractor Edward Snowden. Snowden has been living in Russia since 2013 to escape protection in the US after leaking classified documents. Now, Edward Snowden is a fantastic person. Right? He worked for the NSA. And he revealed, he whistleblowed against the NSA, saying that they were spying on everyone. And that is obviously illegal to make that public knowledge, but it is a good thing that we know that. So he is a good person. Obviously, he fled to Russia to escape US persecution. So let's see whoever's quote tweeting this say, "Oh no, since Putin likes him and since he's in Russia, we hate Snowden. If we liked him before ever." When Snowden left Hong Kong and landed in Moscow to transit to Latin America, Obama officials whoever did everything possible to prevent him from leaving. The trap him in Russia. Rhodes posted it off in his book. Ever since they've used this to imply he's a Russian agent. All I know about Obama and Snowden is Obama was like, "I don't care about some hacker." He wasn't. I mean, yeah, he can hack, but he's not. What he did wasn't hacking. He's a whistleblower. While the pound crashed to an all-time low, Truss. Liz Truss. That's all you need to say. It's her. So, hopefully the person who's going to win fights to lift Italy up after election victory. Once people realize change is possible, it is impossible to stop. Brexit, Trump. And now the Sweden and Italy elections. France soon the fall with Le Pen. The experiment is over. People want nation, family, and tradition. Hell yes. My dad kept telling me, "Don't worry, Nigel, everything goes full circle." I disagreed. We're now witnessing people voting for patriotic politicians, Sweden and Italy, and Le Pen won in France. But that was right. People realize we're running out of time. Any patriots now? Yeah, but there are some parts of it that's coming back, but I feel like there is some parts that will have irreparable damage, like the trans movement, I'll say, and just LGBT in general. I feel like that's not gonna come back, into right. So what I mean is that trans people they weren't in the mainstream until 2015 with Bruce Jenner. And after Bruce Jenner, everyone was trans. I don't think that's going to go away. I don't think like Bruce and Ellen Page and all are going to detransition. And I don't think that. I mean, what shows prior to 2015 had trans representation? Like, there were some, but it was very rare. And now you have like Supergirl, Euphoria, some Australian show I watched that I didn't like, not because it was a trans character, just because it was crap. Money Heist has a trans character, but they're not actually played by a trans person. Doctor Who will have a trans character. Umbrella Academy, of course, and Miss Brown's Boys, and that's I'm not going to name anymore. Just point is, I don't think that's going to come full circle. I feel like that's going to stay forever. Conservative Party, the most useless party to ever exist. Exist. Jeremy Corbyn played a version of Doom that let you kill Thatcher. Jeremy Corbyn playing video games? What? Conservative Party implement an economic plan that's so disastrous that it causes the pound to plunge to its lowest level ever. UK media. Right, we're talking about the pound dropping. It was trending on Twitter, and before I went upstairs, I saw that they were talking about it on not Channel 5, I don't know why I said Channel 5, ITV News. I just had a thought there about, Corbyn playing a mod of Doom that lets you kill Thatcher. How much you want to bet that PETA have made a mod for Doom where you kill the Doom guy? Because he's killing all the demons, and PETA are so retarded that they don't know that it's demons. They think it's all animals. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I was thinking of Jupiter's Legacy for some reason. Maloney's right-wing alliance wins clear election in Italian elections. First Sweden, now Italy. Who's next? France, apparently. So yeah, this is her. Glass ceiling shattered. Hashtag I'm with her. Basically, we learned about this last week in media. Feminists, and this is a slogan, I guess, that they always use. They want to shatter the glass ceiling. And the way that the teacher described it or explained it, was that what they mean is that women are looking up at men and seeing all the opportunities that men have. So that they want to shatter the glass ceiling so that everyone's equal. But that's a terrible phrase, slogan, whatever you want to say, because if you shatter a glass ceiling, you're going to get hurt. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Fauci told me face coverings were mandatory. Leading doctors have joined a call to suspend all corona mRNA vaccines until the mounting evidence of serious side effects is fully investigated and the raw trial data are released for independent analysis. I tried to see if I could keep an after out in my mouth while talking. And other than me pausing like Christopher Walken, to me it seemed unnoticeable, but I'm starting to hear my tongue click when I'm talking now. This is why I don't eat or drink while I'm making the videos, because my mouth just gets wet, and even if you don't notice in the video, it really annoys me. One of the many charges leveled at Brazil's President Bolsonaro. It's not right. I've added now, but there's still some of the mint left on the side of my gum. I can't even scrape it off with my tongue. It's that a skeptical handling of the pandemic was disastrous. A comparison with other countries, however, quickly shows that would be nonsense. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, quadruple vaccinated, boosted, corona positive. UK is the only significant country in this part of the world without a far-right movement as parliament. Wait. Where is... Oh, right. We're just talking about parliament. I was about to say, where's the far-right movement in the White House? How is it still far-right if it's just won an electoral mandate to govern the country? Hardly a fringe, is it? Far-right is defined by the extreme left as anyone who opposes the extreme left. Yeah. PayPal could be prevented by law from banning people over their political views. Yes! I'm a libertarian, but we need to bring this into a law. You cannot deplatform people from a payment processor for political views. Deplatforming someone from a payment processor because of their political views is not the same as banning someone from a social media because of their political views. You can live without social media, but without a payment processor, yeah, there's still other options available. But just, you should not do that. After the company faced a backlash following its decision to terminate the accounts of several high-profile groups, there's a massive spot in the back of my neck and it hurts. London department store Fortnum & Mason has given up on calling police to catch shoplifters and instead using its own private detectives to apprehend thieves. Twitter Inc. said to reinstate Donald Trump Twitter account. I believe I want to see it. The Overton window across Europe is shifting right and the establishment is panicking. Cry more, globalists. Least worrying aspect of UK's financial chaos is house prices collapsing. They need to collapse. They're totally unaffordable. Sorry, but if you spaffed all your money and got a 95% mortgage you couldn't really afford when interest rates inevitably shot up, I have little sympathy.